It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And now off to the races down the right side. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one goes for 36 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Smith. And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now Gino. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. The Giants at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Jones going to get this one complete to Saquon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. But he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, rush coming, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Barkley again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't it? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Hey, triple right, Pacino.
Here's Jones, throwing on first down. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rita.
Jones now on 1st and 10.
Back to the same target, Campbell.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Great.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Campbell. Touchdown, Giants! Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 second, all that remains. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down and 4.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
Here's Walker.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Out to his left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Giants' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Biggie, biggie, biggie. Up, go.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of this caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Play action. It's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 2nd down, here's Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Great, 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 great. Up, go.
Back to throw. Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Smith. They'll roll him out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
It's getting cold. It looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Chandler Jones so quick. He was the one that got in to stop that one before it got started.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Holmes returning from his end zone.
And shoves him off at the 20. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Again, it's Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 48 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
At their 49-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down, Seahawks.
On the counter, it's Walker. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss.
At the 40-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On second down, it's Walker. Room here to run. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
And the Seahawks first down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.